Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, it's probably just me, but that's cool. I don't mind. It's middle of the day anyway, so most people are at a job probably on this wonderful Friday. But I thought I'd just pop on again and just, hey, while I'm available, do some live streams. So here's me doing a live stream. Anyway, I kind of wanted to show off the poster that I just completed this morning. And then, of course, further my process or further along or get further along with this with the Night Hunter standee. So we're going to get that printed up and everything is going to be going to this, this Dallas Fan Expo thing. So that should be cool. Anyway, let's see. But yeah, anyway, so here he is. This is the poster. Look at old Mario right there. I just I compressed it so it does look a little bit different. But anyway, that's this is just to show. But I made it in 600 DPI, but I put it on the website for 300 because that's all you really need to print. So if you want to get yours, get a copy for yourself, and get it printed and hang it up on your wall, you can definitely do so if you go to ZeeverComics.com. Here we go. Let me put that up real quick. So if you go here, it's already on here. Digital releases. It's the first one, and it's available. So if you want to grab it and you want to, just use it as your wallpaper on your phone, you can use it digitally, or if you want to, you can, take it somewhere and get it printed. I'm going to order some prints, but the first time I'm going to have prints available is going to be for the Dallas Expo. So that'll be the first place you can actually pick it up from me. And you can also, of course, get any of these other prints. I also have things that are free available for anybody who is into art or into writing. And then I also have some fonts that is available, and other prints. And again, these are all on this page. These are all PDFs. So you can always go to the printed category, comics and posters, and you can see these are all the things that you can pick up that are actual physically printed. I have them here. This one, of course, is sold out for right now. But yeah, so these are all available except for this one for a physical copy, which we have and we can mail out to you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. But yeah, going back to this, got done. I'm pretty satisfied with this. I like how it turned out. This is this was inspired by the 1984 poster with Harold Ramis, Billy Murray, and Dan Aykroyd, and pretty much the no ghost behind. And I figured, for this one, there's different iterations of King Boo, and I think I like this one the best because it has this purple crown, or and the eyes slot. It's just, he looks different from the small Boos that are in Super Mario Brothers. So I like that he in this one looks different. So I scoured the internet and I found some really good images of King Boo, and I like this purple tongue, and I said, you know what, I want to incorporate this look. And I think it would really pop. I think it would really stand out. And yeah, I made his glowing pink eyes, and it just, I don't know. I think it really pops, and I like that the crown protrudes the anti or the no signal, whatever. Anyway, so we did that, and I gave Mario just a regular proton pack. I gave Toad a PKE meter that's lit up because of King Boo, and I gave Luigi his Luigi Mansion vacuum. I figured that'd be really cool. So just I'd wanted to do this type of mashup for a while, and I finally said, hey, you know what? I have an opportunity to do so, and why not, right? So the Super Ghost Bros, I actually was gonna call it Super Smash Busters, but it didn't look right when I was creating the logo. So I said, hey, you know what? Let me go to the Super Smash Bros logo, but I'll call it Super Ghost Bros. And That way I can incorporate this the symbol down below and use the O for the bros, what that they use for the Super Smash logo, and not use it twice, right? Because you have Ghost, there's the O in Ghost, and I was like it would look kind of silly if it was on both, or just on, if it was on Ghost, it'd be like, okay, that's too on the nose, but also Super Smash Bros, they changed the O for the logo or the symbol for the game. So I figured, hey, that'd be cool. So, and I kept it colored because I was like, you know what, it'll draw your attention down below. So that's what I did. And instead of the TM, because of course I can't trademark this, I just put my signature there, so it just sort of it lives in that space. So again, I thought it was cool, and I hope you guys do too. So again, if you want to check it out, it is on my website. It is available for download. So if you do feel compelled to help support us, I hope that you do. I hope that you grab it and enjoy this nice little piece of art that I constructed. So anyway, that is that. And then you see on the other screen here, I have Night Hunter, and I'm going to start rendering on him. And the one thing that I don't normally do is I don't normally render on separate layers, but I think today I'm going to go ahead and render on a separate layer. I already have this layer locked right here. Bam, bam. These are locked. I don't care about the title so much, but yeah, that's his official logo and title. So word mark is what, or word logo is what they call it. So that's that. And yeah, so pretty much that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and switch over. Just got to make this wide screen or big screen, main screen, transition. Hold on. Here we go. All right, cool. So you can see it a little bit better. Some people watch on their phones. But anyway, without further ado, let me grab my pen, and I'm going to, oh, that's a Sharpie. That doesn't work. Here we go. I have my stylus, and I'm going to start working. Let's see. Let's take this off and open, get my reference art out. Always, well, it's always best to use reference whenever you're doing something, so you don't mess up. You always have something to look back on and say, hey, you know what? Does this really look like this? Let's see. Here we go. Indiegogo. Man, I have a lot of files. I really have to organize this folder. Let's see. Oh, I know where it would be. Okay. Cool. So again, if you guys have any questions about my process or what I use or what I'm, how I'm doing all this, just let me know, and I'll certainly try to answer it for you as best I can. I like this, so we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna drag this over here. I don't need a new tab. There we go. Need this one. Make that one bigger. Okay, cool. All right, and typically when I do this, I either use the G Pen or the Pro Quill. Let me make sure I am selected black. And I usually do a lot of it in G Pen just because it's a lot more fine lines. So here we go. And we'll just start working around. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me change some things. Hold on, I forgot to add something. Let me take this lock off. Okay. I forgot that I need to add a line here. So let me go back. See how thick this is. Yeah, okay, a little bit thicker. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to catch some of my streams, I do need to update the thumbnails for some of these because I just like hitting the button to go live and not really do a lot of thumbnailing for YouTube. So a lot of my thumbnails are the same, but they're different videos. So that's kind of my issue. Oh, hold on. I'm also using a toolbox, and I was using Photoshop for the Super Mario, and now I'm using Clip Clip Studio. So let me switch my tour box over, because it's a little box, separate box that uses shortcuts, and also allows me to rotate the canvas as I'm working. There we go. And here, this is what I'm using for reference. Let me transition back over here. So this is another position of the same character, just kind of using his same stuff. So there he is. Let me fix some things before I get into the cross hatching. You won't be able to tell so much, but if you're somebody like me and you know that there's going to be something that's going to be seen that shouldn't be seen, I'm always about getting rid of it, and that's the only way I can be happy. The only way I can truly be happy is to have everything fixed. There we go. That looks better. Oops. Why'd you go down there? Come here. Okay. Alrighty. And as you can see here, like, let me see. Let me go back. Let me add the lock to that so I don't accidentally do that. Let me add another raster layer. And we're going to name this raster layer Croasshatching. There we go. And it's always good to name your layers, because it's never good to go back and say, okay, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Okay, which layer was this? Which layer was that? Because all you have is thumbnails. And usually the thumbnails are pretty small. And then you have to like hide and unhide layers, and it gets kind of cumbersome. Anyway, is that too big? No, that's fine. And the good thing about digital is you can hit Control Z until you're happy with the line, or you can move on, because I'm happy with those. There we go. And once you get into a rhythm, yeah, that doesn't look good at all. But once you get into a rhythm, you know, you can start like really moving. So you have it come off of there a little bit. There we go. And that's another good thing about working with separate layers, is that you can erase without touching another layer. So you don't have to worry about, okay, if I messed this up, then it doesn't quite matter. I'm gonna go a little smaller. There we go. I want those thinner. A little closer together. And for these things, I don't use rulers or anything like that. It's just do your best to make sure that your lines are looking pretty nice. God, why does it do that? Why does it go way down there? Okay. So anyway, another good thing is that, like, you know, when you look at this, you're like, okay, you know, does it look right? Does it look the way I want it to? In this case, not so much. These are a little too thick compared to the other ones that I put down. So I'll probably end up doing, let me see. And this is just me pulling. There we go. That looks cool. Okay. And sort of the same thing on this side. Very thin. Very close together. But I don't don't like this over here on this side. See how they're kind of like they're so squirrely. Let me go back. Okay. There we go. Oh, wrong button. Not close enough. There, that's a little bit better. Oh. And when doing this, you can get lost in the weeds. Again, same thing with this. Just take those out. Let's see. I'll leave that. That's fine. And then this one, this line needs to come out a little bit further. There we go. That looks a little bit better. A little bit better. This one I'm going to go do something a little bit different because it's a different surface. See how that looks. And me no like that one, so that's not going to go. So yeah, for these, we will just continue on. And when I get to surfaces like this, I can even come up here and say, okay, you know what? I want this to give sort of a different effect here. One thing I do a lot of, which I do have there used to be where I had a small window, but I do like to zoom in and zoom out a lot. Right there. No, I don't like that at all. Let's go up. Too long. Yeah. You have to decide, you know, where you want the shading to be and how long you want these marks to go, because they definitely make a difference, and you have to decide where you want your light source to be coming from, which my light source is going to be coming from this direction. So it's going to be a little bit darker on this side of the helmet. See. And just to say hello, what's up, guys? How are y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Just open this up as you come down. The difference with drawing digital versus drawing with actual pencils or something like that is that there is, like, you know, the amount of pressure that you put on the pencil, but it's like, man, you can't, to get it consistent pressure is a challenge sometimes. Let's see. There we go, and then I'm gonna go here, make this a little darker. Yeah. There. Because the purpose is to make it sort of look like it's, you know, darker in the crevice, and then sort of, you know, the light is, or the hash marks or cross hairs or whatever you want to call it, is getting lighter as it you know, comes into the light. So here we go. different directions that you can put it in kind of makes it look like the surface is a little bit different. It gives you like, okay, I can see that this surface goes this way, this surface goes this way, and it's just little things like that. You know, I'm going to contour this a little bit. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And then I want to pull it. Just give it a faint line. And these are happy little lines. There we go. And the same thing with this right here. Kind of come across this way. And then come across this way. There. Yeah. That lives there. And then maybe lines this way. And then, nope. And then I can erase this little here and these little bumps over here. So, again, looks okay. Not great. I'm going to try that again. Actually, I'm going to go this. And then this. And then I'll erase these. And this. That looks better. So, and so yeah, since the light is on this side, I'm gonna do these, but they're not gonna be as long. And they'll be a little bit thinner. There we go. Okay, and then over here, I'm going to pull some lines. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Sorry, sometimes the little toolbox doesn't do what I want it to do. That kind of threw me off. Alright, forget that. Hold on. Mic's in the way. Hold on. That doesn't look as nice. Nope. Nope. I don't like some of this stuff that I'm doing. There we go. Too much. And then go here. Go. I'm going to probably add some other marks that are going to be going this way. Go. And that just makes that a little bit darker. And there will be some on this side, but it won't be as, no, I don't like that. They won't be as pronounced, and there we go. go. Viewers. If you stop by, say hello. I would love to hear from you guys. I am looking at the chat every so often. So, there we go. And then there it goes. There we go. Right there. That looks good. Okay. Go. I'll redo this. One good thing about this stuff is that it is not final. You can make things look as nice or dirty or whatever you want. It's your piece. There we go. That looks better. And typically, you know, if you're drawing and you've been drawing for a little bit, it's always good to sort of get, let's say, kind of draw for a little bit before you actually start on the piece. That's kind of what I did. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to draw for a little bit. And it kind of warms you up and says, hey, you know what, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Probably this. That. Okay. And again, the same thing. These are going to be a little bit lighter on this side of the helmet. That's where my light source is coming from. I'll probably close this off. Just because it's a sharp corner and it would probably collect the shade. Okay. There. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. All right, let me go back to my pen. Let's see. I'll probably do something like this is the crow quill. Just to give you a different sort of texture or look to it, you know. Breaks it up a little bit. And then go back through here. Just kind of click on that. Say, okay, you know what? Or erase that because it refines it a little bit more. And that's cool. But like I said, I typically use the G pen. Because I do like the sharper lines. There you go. There you go. Looks good. If you guys have any questions for me about software I use or choices I make, let me know. Let's see, probably longer lines on this side. Try to follow the contour of the helmet. That's so hard. That's why Control Z is your friend. There. Won't go too far with that, but I just wanted to have enough over here so that I can make this side darker. Actually, I probably want to go tighter. Tighter than that. Yeah, like that. And then there we go. That looks good. So like the this side of the face or the head or the helmet, appearance wise, is going to look more dark. It just has more hatch marks and everything like that going across. So I'll probably do something to this blank area here as well. So what I'll probably do is erase these lines. Erase these lines. And then just take my pen go all the way down in this direction. Bigger. And then bigger. And then portion erase this. Okay. There we go. And then probably put something right around there. So let me give it a good guide. Oh, there we go. No. Trying to follow the contour of the line above. This line right here. There we go. And yes, you do want to rely on your skills. Actually, you know what might be cool? Just depends. I just follow this with the crow quill. There we go. That might look cool. I go back this, I'll probably have another line here. I'll try to attach this somehow. No, you know what? It doesn't follow the contour. I don't like it. See how easily you can just remove that? So what I'll do is I'll start here. And I'll say, okay, there's sort of my contour line, and then try to find something in between those two, which I think, hold on, you know what, let me do this first. Let me go here. I don't like that. Okay, I was going to do something like that. That just doesn't look like it's gonna look nice. So I'm gonna pull a line here, here, here. Okay. And then go as close as I can. There we go. So when I'm doing this, I'm trying to give it a little bit of a spherical, circular appearance with the lines, trying to give it a little bit of contour. This doesn't look nice. I want more line like that. Something like that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So then try to do that. Same thing with this back here. Just sort of give it a little bit more of a circular look, sort of a disc, rounded. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to try to put some lines in the middle of this to make it look a little bit more full. And I don't care about going past. I'm trying to get even here and here in my stroke technique. There we go. And then same thing. Knock over it, and then on the outside take care of this. Let's see how that looks back here. Do I like it? If I don't, I'll just redo it. So I'm going to go back and sort of add this. So do I like that? Not really. Okay. It's all about experimenting for me. All about experimenting. I get that. Just don't like it. I just don't like it. So what I'll do, zoom in here, make sure that I am erasing everything that I don't need. There we go. Except for that one. Don't need that. And I'll probably put like maybe a hotspot right there. Maybe that. There. Okay, we'll do that. So let me. Actually, let me draw it out. Okay. Perfect. Then what I can do is let me change my pen and that's looking cool. I like that. Nice. What do you guys think? Start over? Keep going. Don't stop. Cool. Let's see. Oh, how did I do that? Okay. That was not supposed to go beyond. So what I'll do is I'll redo these because that little line messed me up right here. This one somehow messed it up. Okay, it's fine. It's fixable. Wasn't that many lines to fix. And then I'll take that away. And this as well. That's the only really cool thing with digital is that you can pretty much, I mean, you can do that with physical drawings as well, like whiteout and stuff like that, but with digital you can fix it a lot quicker. It's a lot quicker, easier, less of a headache to go back and fix something. Alright. Okay, looks good. So again, it looks like the light is coming from this side over here, and I'll probably do that right there on the brow. So just a little bit, not too much. Don't want to go nuts with it. Definitely. Erase the excess. There we go. That looks good. I like it. Okay, and then a little bit here. A little smaller. Make it small and tight. So you can see the plane changes. Pretty much what a lot of this stuff is really good for is not only shading, but also showing you, or showing the viewer the difference in planes. Gives it more of a quote-unquote 3D look or feel, or helps the brain say, oh, you know what, that goes this way, this turns that way. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I understand. Nice. Very cool. There we go. A little bit right here as well. Looks good. I probably need to do something on this side as well. On this side. Yeah, and then thinner. Alright, there we go. That looks cool. Looks good. I try not to go too heavy with the rendering. I know that on my example over here where he says like and follow, guys, like and follow, please. You know, it just depends on my mood for how much I want to put down. So anyway, so the light is coming from back here. So that means I probably want to put the light like this. Actually, I don't like that. Let's see. Okay, here's what I can do is I can bake it to where I just, because like sometimes on this side, this doesn't look as nice and crisp. See how this right here looks way better than this right here. So what I can do is I can kind of try to worry about the right side first and then go back and do the left side. But that doesn't look nice either. So doesn't look good. Does not look good. I want it to sort of be right around the same stopping point. I'm gonna follow this, follow the collar all the way down. And sort of maybe start up here. Now I'm going to want it to curve a little bit. We don't start off in the same direction. There we go. And then right there, it looks like the light is hitting right there, and that's sort of where it's stopping. You just kind of pull it back, see how it looks. And then I will choose a different direction. Try to close those gaps up a little bit. Do it up here. Well, there we go. All right, then those aren't needed. And then I'll do the same thing to this side, where I am going to pull down and try to follow this line, and also try to follow this one. So I'll probably pull it, and for some reason it does that. I don't know why. Pulls the whole thing. That's not good. Anyway. Let me finish this. I'll go back over. I'm going to try to fill it in. That'll look like that, and I'll do the same thing with this side here. It's all filled in. That doesn't look good. This side looks okay. So let me start this side over. I've already got all of this black, so that's cool. And I like that side, so I'm gonna go here. Maybe I don't have to cross-hatch it to make it look nice. Finish going all the way over. Let me fill in. Which it looks like it's going to give me the same result, so let me just keep going. And then to make that look nicer here, I'm going to erase so that the white line between the lines looks intentional. So that looks good. Nice little, is that a demarcation line? Or I forgot what you call it, where it's like, you know, you have light on both sides hitting it. There we go. Anyway, so then we'll go here. Kind of the same thing. Where actually I don't want that to be straight, I want that to be curved. I'm going with the collar. Those are nice. Change direction a little bit. Those happy little lines. Okay. Then let me fill in some of this in the middle. Same direction. Fill that in. And then that's going to come over here. Connect to this line that I made. Cool. And then we'll fill this in. Or you can just use this tool and say, okay, you know what, I want to close this off, and that's all black done. We've done the same thing over here, just to make sure you don't have any stray lines in there. It gives you a solid black. It's just a nice little tool. One of the great tools, or parts of the tools from Clip Studio. So that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to continue. That's going to go that way. And the same thing here. Something like that. From here, back that off the white. There, that looks cool. I dig it. I dig it. Well, anyway, I've been streaming for over an hour, guys. So thank you for stopping by, and I appreciate it. So take care. Actually, let me show you again. We did, where'd it go? Yeah, I did finish this today. You can find it on our website. If you go to our website, which is here, and you go to shop, go to digital content, and here it is. You can download the Super Ghost Bros. Just did that mashup for Super Mario Brothers, and Ghostbusters. So if you want to grab yourself a copy and help us out, help us keep everything going and continuing on creating things for you guys, have a look at our website, check the stuff out. If you feel compelled, please do so. We'll mail it out to you for some of the physical stuff, and then the digital stuff you just download right away. All right, so I guess I'll catch everybody next time. Thank you guys for showing up. And if you're catching this on a restream or not live, of course, please leave a comment and a like. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.